Good afternoon, viewers. মই আছে মাৰণী গীতান আপনি গান সবকে NLTV ডিজিটাল নিউজ ডে স্বাগত কৰিছে আমি দা নিউজ একটা চাব World War II laga 81st anniversary ke commemorate kurigina April 4 day Kohima War Cemetery Day Battle homoy morija manukhan nimide ekta Wreath laying program ayojan kurise Kohima laga Trustee aro Milborne Port day thaka Lt.Col.William Felix lead kurigina alak manukhan logot 39 konda Jessami bra Kohima tak bereshe April 2 aro 3 day Lt.Col.William Felix Brown ge honor group nimide Lt.Col.William Felix Brown do Lt.Carty laga grandfather ase aro Battle of Kohima 1944 homoy first Assam Regiment laga commanding officer takise
Circled the town and the siege continued until the 20th of April when the 2nd Division were able to push up relieving forces from Milborne Port. But the battle continued with the Japanese well entrenched, fighting extremely bravely themselves until they started to withdraw on the 1st of June is when their General Sato ordered his men to start withdrawing, and finally the Allies could start pushing further through Kohima, clearing Kohima, and then clearing the road down to Imphal, and then beyond back into Burma. So Kohima itself, it's the first point where the Japanese were defeated in a battle on land. It took a long time. The situation here was not just militarily critical, but it was absolutely grim fighting, hand-to-hand fighting, close contact, night and day. The men on the hill were completely surrounded, so for the first 2.5 weeks, getting any water was very difficult. Food was limited, supplies of ammunition were dwindling, they were only resupplied, the only way they could continue was being resupplied by air. The Japanese fought bravely and ferociously. It was such intense fighting. It's one of the reasons why it's remembered so dearly, the cost of that battle in terms of the human aspect of it. But also it marks the very furthest point that the Japanese extended west on their campaign, which is one of the reasons that it's again recognised as an important battle.
Are there any plans to expand this event, say like perhaps involving more participants or say like different historical routes?
Oh yes, absolutely, I would love to. As long as everybody is very keen to do it, I'd love to come back every year. The route that we took is the closest we can recreate from the historical records that we have. We may have not done it perfectly, we'll never know for sure, but we've tried to recreate it in the way that we think Colonel Brown brought the men back from Jessami to Kohima. But we do know that there was another soldier of the Assam Regiment who brought a number of other men in. He was a Major Khalistan, and he took a route which went further north and then cut down into Kohima from the north. We'd love to try and find that out and to recreate that. We also know that there are different regiments of the 2nd Division, the Cameron, the Cameron Highlanders, the Worcesters, the Lancashires. They all left Zubza and went down into the Zubza Valley and up to the Memorama Ridge. That would be a lovely one to try and find where they went. And also that's called the left hook. There was also a right hook at the same time, which involved the Royal Scots. It involved the Royal Norfolk Regiment as well. And so they went towards Kohima from the main road, Jessami towards Kohima, and then behind Mount Pulavatse to come down onto what was known then as GPT Ridge. So that would be quite an adventure to try to recreate as well. At the time, the Nagas, when they were told, asked to help, which we were very happy to do, they were very great and supportive of all the Allied efforts. Without the Nagas, the Allies wouldn't have been successful here at Kohima. And when they were asking the Nagas for guides and support to take the troops around, the Nagas were saying, even we don't go there. So it would be fun to try and see if you can get there now. Well, I hope you have a wonderful museum here about the Battle of Kohima. It's a fantastic museum. I strongly recommend people to go and see it. We are very fortunate on the trek this year. We have the curator in waiting who will take up his position as the main curator of the Kohima Museum in the UK. And both of these museums are phenomenal resources of material and historical information, well kept. They are fantastic. It's wonderful to have the museums, but I think people should come to Kohima. That's the important thing, to come to Kohima, to come to Nagaland, to see the actual area where the battle took place, and to pay their respect.
এতিয়া লগা ডিজিটেল খবৰ দি থাকিছে ফৰ মোৰ নিউজ এণ্ড আপডেটছ আপুনি গান চাই থাকিবি নাগালেণ্ড টিভি
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.